Gervonta Davis brutally humiliated Terence Crawford on IG Live.
Do the clone shit heavy. Niggas eaters.
This humiliation came after Crawford's live video, where he threatened Davis, saying he would break Tank's neck if they ever crossed paths on the streets.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Crawford even went as far as to compare Davis to a girl who craves attention.
He another hoe-ass dude. Attention-seeking ass females. You know when a female trying to get some attention, how they do every and anything to try to make somebody, you know what I mean, look at them or comment on a picture or something.
When Davis heard about this, he didn't waste any time going live on Instagram. And let's be honest, if you take a shot at Tank on social media, you better be ready for him to fire back. And anyone who challenges him online should expect a storm in return. He confidently said that Crawford wouldn't stand a chance if they ever fought. Tank was full of fire. Along with this, he believes he is the best in the game. I'm the best in boxing, hands down. Ain't no one out here who can touch me. Crawford, he ain't on my level. I've been knocking guys out left and right, and it ain't gonna stop with him. If we ever step in the ring together, best believe I'm walking out with the W. I don't care what anyone says, nobody beats me. He explained that his perfect record speaks for itself. You don't stay undefeated unless you've got the skill, heart, and talent to back it up. His spotless record is proof that he's unbeatable. And with everything he's accomplished, he feels like no one, not even Crawford, can take him down.
Talking about who's taking the best boxer with the hot eyes. I don't play that shit, bro. Niggas don't play that gay shit.
What Davis said does make sense in some ways. He has a perfect record, and everyone who has stepped into the ring with him has faced defeat. That kind of track record is impressive, and shows why he's so confident in his abilities. But let's not forget about Crawford. He also has an undefeated record with 41 wins and 0 losses. That's not an easy feat either. Davis claiming he's the best might need a little pause, especially since Crawford's achievements are just as remarkable. It's also worth mentioning that Davis and Crawford aren't the only undefeated fighters in boxing history. Plenty of boxers have done amazing things in their careers while staying unbeaten. So while Davis is great, it's not fair to say he stands alone at the top. Davis insists that anyone who doesn't see how great he is must be a loser. According to him, they just don't understand what he's trying to say. And what exactly is his message? No matter who steps into the ring with him, he will always win. He's confident that his skills and talent will keep him on top every single time. It's simple. His perfect record speaks for itself, and he wants everyone to recognize his greatness.
Niggas be goofy just to get that message off about another nigga.
Some people say that Davis is just full of talk. Sure, he likes to talk big sometimes, but when it comes to getting things done, he knows how to deliver. When Davis steps into the ring, he dominates. His finishes are so sharp and powerful that even legendary boxers would be impressed. Take Frank Martin, for example. One solid punch from Tank, and Martin was down for the count. It was the kind of moment that showed why Davis is one of the most dangerous fighters in the ring today.
Left uppercut. Down goes Martin!
As Davis' Instagram Live was about to wrap up, a follower asked him a big question. Would there be a knockout if he and Crawford ever faced each other? Davis didn't give a straight yes, but the look on his face and his confident tone said it all. He had something big in mind for Crawford. While he didn't say the word knockout, his message was clear. He's aiming to finish Crawford in a way that leaves no doubt about who's the better fighter. And one thing is for sure, he will be ready to give it his all and put on a show like no other.
When I start screaming out that, yeah, niggas start talking that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it.
Davis brought this up because he knows all about Crawford's performance, especially in his fight against Errol Spence Jr. Even though most people were amazed by Crawford's skills, Davis didn't seem that impressed. He had his own opinion about the fight and wasn't ready to give Crawford too much credit. Man, Crawford's performance against Spence was weak. He didn't do nothing special. He might have got the win, but I didn't see anything that makes me think he's a real challenge. If he's gonna step in the ring with me, he's gonna need a whole lot more than that to stand a chance. Still, it's hard to ignore what Crawford achieved in that match. He became the undisputed welterweight champion after beating Spence with a 9th-round TKO. Crawford knocked Spence down 3 times during the fight, showing just how much control he had in the ring. Crawford's victory earned him a lot of praise, with many calling him the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world. His performance was nothing short of amazing. But even with all the attention Crawford received, Davis isn't changing his mind about a possible fight between the two of them. Davis is used to finishing fights with a TKO, and his record speaks for itself. He believes his skills are more than enough to handle Crawford, no matter how good people say he is. And he's ready to prove his point if the fight ever happens. Davis, of course, fights in the lightweight division, which means he weighs around 135 pounds. The heaviest weight he has fought at is 140 pounds, where he defeated Mario Barrios with a TKO back in June 2021. Even though Davis is small, he has amazing knockout power for his size. But when he moves up to 140 pounds, he's already much smaller than the other fighters in that weight class. If he were to go up to the welterweight division at 147 pounds, it would make him even smaller compared to the bigger fighters. Crawford, the current top fighter in the 147-pound class, would have a big size advantage over Davis. While Davis is confident in his abilities, moving up to face someone like Crawford would be a huge challenge for him. Some people believe that Davis doesn't stand a chance against a fighter like Crawford. But Davis doesn't agree with that. He thinks his recent wins show that no matter who he's up against, he will always find a way to win. Crawford's last performance wasn't great, and because of that, Davis thinks Crawford won't be able to beat him. Apparently, he's too strong and skilled for someone like Crawford to take him down. Many people have different opinions about who would win if Davis and Crawford fought. Some think that even though Crawford didn't perform well in his last fight, he could still beat Davis. But Davis isn't worried about that. He believes that not only can he win, but he could also knock Crawford out. Right now, it's all just speculation. No one really knows for sure who would come out on top in a fight between the two. It's exciting to think about, but we'll just have to wait and see if they ever face off in the ring. So, what do you think? Do you believe Davis can beat Crawford, or do you think Crawford would still pull off the win, even with his recent performance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.